Artists are like gods, you know. They're creating out of pile of dirty shit something to be proud of, or not. Artists are rotten people, you know. They should know better, but they don't. I never talk too personal, never ever. I'm quite reluctant to do it. I'm an honest guy, but with all honesty, you know, I used to keep all this away. When you are getting into the art world, you will have to consider that you are going into a very lonely world. So be ready for a hell of a long time of this lonesome insanity.
I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to be like him. I spent a lot of my life, my 24 years, trying to figure out how I can be an artist in today's world. I told him that I wanted to be an artist. And he said, "You don't want to be an artist." And I was like, "Why?" And he said, "There's no money in it."
Art, before the age of 60, don't even bother. Sitting in kind of in a dark room and you know, all this is bullshit.
You see, this one's been taped up before. All around. Yeah, I'm gonna reframe these. This image is actually of my mother and I immigrating to Canada. So we're on a plane.
So my first series was dedicated to crime scenes. So I got some fat, nice, bloody photos that I could make on a big scale. What I did here is just the traces in blood, which is like kind of like almost abstract art, as you can see. So this is one series. It was shown in Vienna and in Israel museums. Then I went further and I got some photos of leftovers of suicide bomber, and I called it Shahid, martyr. This one is dedicated to the autoerotic fatalities, those people that are getting better orgasm when strangling themselves. This was a very successful exhibition here in Vienna and in Israel. This is one book of the two Kosher Nostr books. It's about the lives and death of Jewish gangsters. This was quite a hit back then. This one called Dead Artist. This is a kind of symbolic self-portrait of mine. This was shown in Tel Aviv Museum. It's called The Psychonaut and His Mind Navigator. This is a very poppy, very pulpy self-portrait. This was shown in some big museum in Austria. So I done many exhibitions, shows in the galleries, museums, and all this extravagant masquerade.
My grandfather was an artist, but my grandfather never got to show the art to people, so nobody knows who he is.
I just remember always being very, very proud that my father is an artist.
But nobody knows that he was an artist. I grew up amongst all this art, and it's just all hanging here in my house. And that's so sad. The work deserves a proper audience. When people come into the house, I feel such pride, you know, when they ask me about the paintings. Oh, who's this one by? Oh, my grandfather. What about this one? My grandfather. He did them all, you know?
My dad said, for me, it's important that my paintings are seen all over the world.
He spent all of his time painting. My parents are saying that he would wake up in the morning and start painting until he went to bed.
My dad was specializing in portraits. He did all kinds of paintings, but portraits, like that was he was really good at.
My grandfather mastered portraits, and then he mastered Impressionism. He put the labor in. This art deserves to be seen.
I love to have all his paintings at our house. It's like people always with us. Somebody is always home. If you're home alone, you don't feel alone. That's what his work is.
That is so wonderful to be around all these paintings, but it's not all of them. Most of them I haven't even seen.
Here we are. It's for me also always almost like Disneyland, you know. Discovery and rediscovery of my own stuff. My career as an artist really took off with Him Too. This is a Him Too series. This is a series of portraits.
He came up with the idea of painting all kinds of Jews, famous Jews, lots of famous gangsters. Then we made this exhibition. It was a very big success.
The biggest display was in Amsterdam, was a bit more than 600 paintings. The smallest was in London, it was about 200 paintings, 250. You see all these Jewish personalities.
Kriskras door het Joods Historisch Museum staan schilderijen met daarop Hollywoodsterren, wetenschappers en gangsters. Kunstenaar Os Almog portretteerde 350 totaal verschillende mensen.
And the last idea of it was, in the end, to say, okay, he's Jewish, so what? Okay, he's a person. He was an artist, or he was a scientist, or he was a gangster. But it has no connection with that he was Jewish, so what, yeah?
Volgens de kunstenaar denken veel mensen dan nog steeds aan grote neuzen en donkere ogen.
350 are a good enough collection in order to make them rethink their prejudices, because they see here blonde, blue-eyed, black, blue-eyed, black, black-eyed, and so on and so forth. They see such noses here, and they see such noses here, and such tiny noses, and whatever have you. So, think. It seems that it was a need. You should have seen how many people ran in Amsterdam, in London, in Vienna, and so on, in Tel Aviv, to see who is Jew, him too. You know, one of my wishes is that such exhibition would not be able to take place. Him too, as if what? Does he have a triangle head with two red horns? Does he have his dick down to his knee? Does he have a tail? Tell me about anti-Semitism.
So what's up in those boxes up there?
In those boxes, I'm storing the most of the Him Too. So, you see, that's how it looks. I will show it on purpose from the backside, you see. How many paintings you think are here?
My grandfather's still alive in these paintings. It doesn't seem right to keep him locked up. So I am collecting my grandfather's pieces of art and making an exhibition out of them, but I don't have all the pieces.
Алло,
Бабушка?
алло.
Это Рома.
Привет.
Это Рома.
Ром, привет.
Привет, бабушка, как ты?
У меня все хорошо.
А бабушка, а где дедушкины эти рисунки все? Это все у тебя?
Да, все у меня лежат, все картины.
Все лежат
Всё у меня
просто
лежит.
так? А сколько у тебя там? Сколько у тебя там?
Ой, сколько, я не могу так тебе сказать, Ром.
Много, да? Блин, я так хочу увидеть, потому что я это все не видел даже. Я, может быть, видел, но я не помню. Я такой маленький был. Я хочу в Израиль приехать.
Когда?
Ну, скоро. Через 2 месяца, 1,5, может быть. Last time I was here I was 11 or 10. I think I was 11. But I left the country when I was not even 2 years old. Oh my God. Здорово. О, привет. Как ты? Бабушка, пойди-ка, можешь опять это сказать?
Да, он мне говорил, ну что ты меня все время фотографируешь?
He'd always say, why are you always taking photos of me? And she's like, well, you're just so beautiful.
Don't you go getting weak on me the way that you do so. We stood on the cliffs on a starless night. I held your hand in mine. So stand by me with all your heart. I need you by my side forevermore.
Oh, yeah. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Let's bring them all over.
Yeah.
Okay. Можешь?
Ой, еще можешь. Еще можешь.
Нет.
Да, это бабушка.
It's my great grandma. Yeah, she was just saying that it's a shame that she doesn't have the
Я
wall
сейчас туда
space.
все попихала, но это поставь.
So these are Israeli rocks, an Israeli landscape.
У него просто упала рука, и он уже сидя работал, он уже не мог стоять. И он говорит, не могу больше. Ну, я, конечно, его сразу в постель, говорю, все, ша.
Yeah.
Троица.
This is the man, and that's my grandfather behind him, looking down. Almost like the man behind the man. This man is a big part of our history, and we don't talk about him at all, my family. And I want to know more. Just look at the expression on his face here. He's looking down and his eyes are closed. Just sad.
How did you find out about him?
Dedushka told me about him.
Dedushka told you.
Yeah, Dedushka told me.
I know he worked for somebody. I know he wasn't happy, but he worked.
He just told me that there was this man who has most of his paintings, and just said he paid me. And I said, but other people could pay you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, it's not that simple, you know, all this, but it just stuck with me, and I asked about him, asked about this guy, and I just got this really negative vibe, and Dedushka obviously really didn't like to discuss it with me.
But he told you about it. It means it was eating him inside. If he wanted to talk to you about it, like he...
Yeah, why is he talking to a 12-year-old kid?
Exactly.
About this guy?
Exactly. Why?
We were absolutely alone. It's like a fairy tale. You know, to me, he's the big bad wolf or the Baba Yaga, like all the other Russian fairy tales. He's a villain to me.
I know what's the truth. I know that what was happening to my dad and how he wanted this to become, you know...
Brought to light, basically, right?
Brought to light, yes.
Yeah.
But remember, he came from prison. He was broken. He was broken emotionally. He was in prison for nothing, just because he is Jewish, when everybody was just taken and, you know, accused of nothing. He lost 6 years of his life. This is why we left from Russia. He said, we're leaving this country. We're not staying here.
He basically said, I can't live here anymore. So he went to the only place that he knew would accept him, and that was Israel. It was around here somewhere?
Yeah, yeah, it was here, actually. I remember it because of this thing. He was taking with him some pictures and setting up right here. He was coming by bus.
Right.
So he had to take it all on
every day,
him, like
bring his paintings?
with kind of this size of bag.
Right.
There was actually one client that made him feel really stable.
Yeah.
And he met him back in 1993, I think.
You met him here?
Yeah, yeah. Right here, right on this spot.
A man walked up to him and said, you know, I love your work. I'd love you to work for me. He has his hand on his chest. What does that mean? He's indebted, almost. He's thankful. Why doesn't anybody talk about that?
Why doesn't anybody talk about that?
Yeah.
All right, this is an interesting part now, yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
No,
it's not like he's
not,
Voldemort. You're not even saying his name.
No.
It's okay.
Because see, this is the thing. I don't want to make him a main issue in my father's life.
Dedushka told me about this too. You know, as a kid, I don't remember any fairy tales. I don't remember Russian fairy tales. I don't remember English, Canadian fairy tales. I don't remember. But what I do remember is this story that Dedushka told me. And it was like the first time where I actually ingested something, because I just started becoming old enough, you know? And the way that I understood it was that he's like a shadow, like a villain, because I was a kid. I don't understand, and I didn't understand. I didn't understand anything about it. And it didn't help that nobody spoke about it. Nobody talks about it. And every time I want to know something, everybody's like, well, it's not that big of a deal, you know? But I just want to learn. And because of that, I feel like I'm missing a huge portion of Dedushka's life and our history. Yeah.
Okay.
Dedushka told me that this is one day going to be out there. Why is it so difficult to talk about?
Because you concentrate on something that's very, uncomfortable for us and uncomfortable for his memory.
I don't hate. We don't hate to talk about him. It's hard for me to talk about him because I'm starting to cry and I miss him.
I don't mean to like make you uncomfortable, but it's okay to talk about suffering.
You have to understand, it's not a good situation. Nobody loves to talk about it. It's not nice. Okay, it's not good. Our father, our beloved grandfather, he sacrificed something of him to support us. All right? And we not feel comfortable about it. Because we love him. We love him very much, you know.
You okay, Liara?
Ой, мальчику, маленький, плачь, не плачь.
My parents and my grandmother and Max have always been super cautious about talking about him.
Тут тоже дедушка, вот он.
This photo was taken just after he got out of prison.
Он пришел другим человеком. Совершенно другим человеком. В общем, от всего. У него такая была жизнь очень тяжелая. Очень тяжелая. И когда столько заказов вдруг появляется, трудно устоять. Очень трудно. А тем более, когда у тебя семья.
I could just imagine him coming to a new country, finally starting to get some work, and then, you know, being faced with this decision, which isn't even really a decision. He has no choice.
Эта кассета вставлялась в эту камеру. И все, и он все записывал.
А камера есть у тебя или нет?
Камера есть у меня подозрение, что она есть у Макса.
Вот моя мастерская. Здесь я пишу. Вот что делаю я. Вот портрет моего внука, Ромы.
My father being an immigrant in this new country and being 54 years old with this skill and, you know, basically no way out. No way out.
It started with an ambassador friend in Israel. He said, I would like to have a couple of, you know, famous Jews, you know, like 4 or 6 of them, maybe 10 of them, on the walls, you know, to honor the Jewish spirit and the Jewish achievements and all this. And I said, yeah, well, why not? So we made 12 of them that are hanging until today in this very embassy. And his wife saw it and he said, wow, I would like to have also this one and that one and this one and that one also at home. So he came back to me and said, can you? I said, of course I can make it. I'm as any other prostitute, you know. The question is just how much. So it was much enough. So I did. And then I realized that people are really running after this funny thing. So instead of all this, I kind of stopped the whole production and I said, okay, let me first try to dig if this concept is digging with museum, not just with private people and embassy and so on. Then I went to these 2 directors. We sat together for quite a long time. They were not yet sure that I'm able to produce this amount of portraits, you know.
What was quite new for us is that you really started outside with these portraits, and then we had these huge blow-ups that really went through the entire museum. Like here you see, this is everything in the press, a very wide coverage in the media. It was really a hit. In a museum like ours, we do a lot of temporary exhibitions all the time. So we get a lot of requests of artists hoping that we will make an exhibition of their work. And it's not very often that we make an exhibition of one living artist.
1,250 paintings in a year. How many is that a day?
It depends. It doesn't work really like this because I'm starting on few of them. So it's very tough to say because some of them were 20 minutes and some of them were 6 hours and some of them were 2 days. But As I worked on 30, 40 at the same time, I developed quite a quick technique, you know. It allowed me this assembly line phenomena to keep it up, you know.
Помогает жена, держит законченные портреты. Следующий. Один. Следующий портрет. Вместе с супругой. Следующий. Порядка 50 портретов за месяц я нарисовал.
This is unbelievable. This is every single painting.
Потом ОС собирает эти портреты и выставляет ОС под своим именем.
Oh my God.
הייחוד והגדולה שבציוריו של עוזרמו זה שיותר משהוא מנסה לצייר פרצופים, הוא מנסה לצייר אופי.
תיכנסו לעניין הזה, אתם תצטרכו להיות אלה שמחליטים אם אתם עומדים מול הגניוס היהודי או אם אתם עומדים מול חבורה של אינדיבידואלים מטורפים. זה תלוי בכם. אני משאיר לכם את זה חופשי. Don't doubt me, don't doubt my stories. Give me your finger, give me your arm, stick it in my wound, and you'll be convinced that what I'm telling or what I am about is real.
My grandfather would tell me this story when I was a kid about this guy named Oz and how he took credit for all of his work. And I was like, how could you let that happen? And he always told me that I was too young to understand. I'm 24 now, and I still don't understand. Why? Why would you let him do that?
Oz warned him and he said, don't take pictures in front of the paintings. Don't show these paintings to anyone, to your friends or to your relatives. Don't do that. But once I came to Israel, I remember on vacation, and I brought him a very nice lighter. And my dad was a smoker. So he says, okay, take a picture of me with this lighter. And he didn't realize that the paintings were there. And I took a picture and he's like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be like, you're not supposed, it's okay. He's like, that's fine.
Oz gave specific instruction not to film them. And here he is filming each one of them individually. The only reason that he would do that is to document them so that somebody in the future, somebody like me, can find them so that I would know that he was the author.
But tell me, Bill, it's not going to be one film with 5 different artists, I hope, because this is, I'm out of the business on the spot now.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
As I don't like group exhibition, I also don't like to star with others, you know. Either it's Ozalmog or, you know, forget it.
Imagine going to an exhibit of your work, but somebody else is taking credit for it. That's terrible. The Prime Minister of Israel was there. It was a big fucking deal. Nobody would be okay with that. I just want those paintings. I just want to see them. I just want to look this guy in the eye and tell him that I exist and that I know and that there are people out there that care about those paintings. And he has a very large piece of my grandfather, and I want it back.
Хитрый ты, Рома.
Я хитрый.
Очень хитрый.
Почему? Listen, I can't talk about this in front of Lera. Right?
Да, хитрованец такой. Ладно, ладно.
Чё я хитрый?
Не знаю, что.
It's not like he was just laying bricks for Oz. This is his intellectual property. You know, these brushstrokes, no other man ever can do brushstrokes like that.
When your
right?
father going and building some things, okay, he puts some of his property in it.
It's different. It's different because it's art.
Mm-hmm.
Art is history, and this is a massive part of our history that is somewhere that I have never seen. And I mean, coming here is amazing, and talking to you guys and learning more about Dedushka is amazing. But there's a piece missing still.
But I don't think he wanted the whole world to know something like that, you know. I don't think that for us it will be a good thing. Okay, because we somewhere feel ashamed of the situation.
Папа, говори что-нибудь, папа.
Вот это предпоследний вечер.
My father, he didn't speak Hebrew, he didn't speak any other language than Russian. And I sometimes went with my dad as a translator. And he says, Ася, I'm not a businessman, he says. I'm an artist. And I couldn't help him because I also don't have this business aptitude.
Actually, Oz for me wasn't a bad guy, you know. He was just like the one who gives our father a job, who gives us a stability, you know.
But Oz would not have some agreement with my father, saying that my father agrees to this and that, you know, and this would give peace of mind to my father.
I'm just, when you guys talk about the situation, you say, you know, Oz wasn't that bad of a guy. It just, I mean, I understand it, but it makes me sort of sick because it's the same way like you see me, like, oh my God, this guy has been brainwashed. I'm thinking the same thing, you know?
My grandfather painted apparently over 2,000 paintings for Oz. But I don't know the whole story, and I would like to. That's why I'm gonna meet him, and I'm gonna ask.
And what's the point you doing this? What do you want to achieve?
What do I want to achieve? I want to do a couple things, Papa. I think that it's a big stain on our history, and it's something that if we could get over, everybody could rest a little easy about it, because nobody really talks about it to me, you know?
Saying this stuff out loud, maybe somebody won't be happy at all, but it is what it is. Nobody's perfect.
What's wrong with saying it out loud? What would be wrong with it?
I don't know.
I mean, you've been told for so long not to talk about it.
Hey, for us Russians, they say you keep your mouth shut, we do. So until they kick us on the butt, say go, we're not going. That's all to us. That's the way we're raised, right?
I want to bring this to light, but at the same time, I'm afraid for how it's gonna reflect on Oz, you know?
You're worried about him?
Kind of,
You're worried
yes.
about what he's gonna...
Yes, it's a person too, you know?
Okay, you better call Max and Babushka before you get treated. You need to call them because they may freak out, you know? So you better do it as gentle as possible.
Please stay on
on the line while your call is completed. Long-distance charges may apply.
I'm not sure how my mom will react to this even. I'm not sure. Told you, it's just not so black and white as it seems like, you know?
You guys are suckers. That's why he took advantage of you, because you're such good people, you know? Respect is so important to us, and this guy didn't give that to my grandfather. So why should I give it to him?
Окей, бабушка, слушай, я хочу сделать... я дедушке хочу сделать выставку. Его эти...
I think he would be happy.
Who?
Дедушка.
He would be happy. I know.
He always wanted this to come out.
He always wanted this to come out. Exactly. Exactly.
He was waiting for it.
Exactly, Lena. But the thing is, we have a family. Like, not everyone shares this opinion, and I do kind of respect it and everything. But I know what my dad wanted. And this is why Rome is doing it.
Окей, бабушка, я тебя люблю.
Мы тебя будем ждать.
Хорошо, увидимся. Bye. Целую.
Like, that wasn't so hard. This is gonna be so good. I was worried about lying to her. But I didn't really. I just told her, you know, not the entire truth. Yeah, my grandma's warned us on many occasions about how we shouldn't even mention his name. Fuck. Maybe I should have told her. А почему ты боишься?
Ром, ну боюсь и все.
А что?
Человек, которого будут гнать, он способен на все, понимаешь?
I'm afraid that, I mean, I know what's the truth, but I don't know his reaction. I'm just afraid, you know.
What's so scary about Ozalmor? What is so scary about Ozalmor?
What is so scary about Ozalmor?
I don't know.
Have you seen his eyes? Like, he's a little bit kind of...
What about his eyes, though? He's a... What can he do?
Начинать это все разбирательство. Вот. Я очень боюсь. У нас дети, у нас внуки. Он может нанять кого угодно, понимаешь?
Is there anything like positive you can gain out of meeting him?
Oh yeah, plenty positive for me. You know,
Like what?
I'm just. I mean, it's closure, first of all. You know. Second of all, it's finally putting a face to this story.
Yeah. What's the best scenario, like outcome? Like, what do you want?
Best case
What do you want to
scenario?
hear him say? Do you want him just to say sorry to you?
I don't know.
Are you scared at all?
I'm terrified.
You're terrified?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like, if I don't, it's like, I'm gonna regret it forever, you know?
Yeah.
So, I have to.
I'll tell you what, I'm scared that he's gonna look at you, recognize you, but not say anything. I'm gonna be terrified the entire time.
Holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought he'd be bigger, taller.
You know, let's make a simulation. You meet Oz now. So what do you do? I'll tell you how he'll treat you, okay? Because I know him, I know that guy. All right, so what you gonna do?
Hi, I'm Roman. Roman Lapshin. Do you know who I am?
Roman Lapshin, let me think about it. Oh, you are Asi's son and Asi's daughter of Vladimir. Oh, Vladimir, I love him so much. You know, he'll talk to you like this. He'll respect you. He'll give you good treatment. Okay? And so what? You'll tell him what? You manipulated my grandfather? What you gonna say?
It's not like I have a speech prepared or anything like that. It's not like that.
I'm sure you thought about it.
I would love to see those paintings.
Okay, no problem. I'll take you there. And that's it. Because he thinks that he did nothing wrong. Okay? It's not like he doesn't sleep at night because of he did to Dedushka. He thinks he's okay. This is a fucking show business, you know?
Yes, but Dedushka had no choice, and this is what I'm saying, is that Oz was not right.
Here is the point that we are not agree, because I say that he did have a choice.
Мне всегда очень это нехорошо сидело, как.
Что?
Как Оз взял от дедушки имя, так как я всегда это чувствовал, понимаешь?
Имени сначала, мы только приехали, какое имя? Мы только приехали.
У Оза тоже не было имя.
Оза тоже, но Оз себе сделал там что-то. Какие-то выставки.
Оз мог дедушке сделать имя. Понимаешь?
Ой. Ой. Оз платил. Вот и все. Оз платил.
He could have sold it as Dedushka's work. He didn't have to sell it under his own name.
It wouldn't sell itself like this.
Why?
Because nobody knows Dedushka. Maybe somewhere here I feel the same as you do. And maybe because of it, I don't want this story to come out. Okay? Because it's such bad situation, okay? And there is no redemption.
У меня когда-то был цель.
Была,
да. Была. И я хотел этого Оза найти.
Что пойти к нему? Ты у меня спросил, как себя чувствовал дедушка вот от этого. Я тебе сказала, что неважно он себя от этого, конечно, чувствовал, естественно. Ну, а как бы ты себя чувствовал? Тоже бы неважно. Но пойти к нему, это что? Это совершенно нереально.
А почему?
Ну как почему? Ну, я не знаю, нет.
Ну, теперь...
Это нереально, прошло уже столько лет. Но. И потом, дедушка это сделал добровольно, никто его не заставлял. Это нереально, нет, и ни в коем случае, я этого совсем не хочу. Я этого совсем не хочу, его искать, да ты что, Ром?
I don't want to do this. I want to talk to her right now. I think it could be bad.
Are you ready for this? You want to do it?
Do you think I'm ready?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think I was...
You tell me, because you now have two different point of views on this situation, all right? And I'm sure it makes you uncomfortable, makes you think now. All right?
Yeah. I'm sitting there, this woman that's telling me, do not, my grandmother, do not find this guy. And I've done that already, and I've been there. And I'm playing dumb the entire time. And that's wrong, you know? That's my grandmother. It's my babushka. Babushka, пойди-ка.
Ты чё, Ром?
Ничего. Разревел
Расчувствовался?
почему-то.
А?
Не знаю.
Что с тобой, маленький? Ну, ты что? Ну, Ром, а то я сейчас тоже.
Мне просто так стыдно, знаешь.
За что? Ну, за что тебе стыдно? Ты что? За что? Ты что, Ром, с ума сошел? За что тебе стыдно? Ты что, кого-то убил?
Не.
Ну,
Просто
кому-то
я-
сделал плохо?
Я в Израиль приехал, знаешь, почему? Потому что я делаю кино.
Ну
знаешь?
и что? Ну и что?
Ну это...
Ты чё, Ром?
This is so important to me. You know, this story is... I have to tell it, but you know, family is also important to me, and I gotta make sure that it's all okay with them, our relationship, and I don't know, there's a lot on the line. Those fucking paintings, man. Fuck, I'm like sobbing, what the fuck? Oh, my dad's gonna be pissed. Men aren't supposed to cry, he said. So.
That's how it looks. Quick, tuck, tuck. No bullshit.
I don't want to be sitting here in silence while you guys interviewed the guy that I came to meet. But if I would have called him and been like, hey, I'm Vladimir's grandson, he probably would have just told me to fuck off, and I wouldn't have had access to all these books. I would have never seen all of this. Like, I've never seen any of this art that's in front of me right now. What the fuck is this shit? That's not like... Why is this art? What the fuck? He's just publishing a book about suicide bombings? Pieces of bodies inside this entire book? What's the fucking point of all this? It's not art, it's just like, I want to be noticed, I want to be known. Please, somebody, please give a shit about me, you know? Whether or not it's a negative thing that you think about me, you know? Whether or not you think I'm a dick or a fucking sadist or a narcissist, just look at me, you know? He's fucking insane. This is the name that my grandfather's art belongs to? Are you fucking kidding me? I can't wait to tell this guy who I am. I can't wait to watch it, like this huge lie crumble around him. We have this painting. I have this hanging up in my house. I love how he put like different paintings in the painting. You know, there's one back here. Oh my God.
So tell me a bit about the creation of this piece.
I used tempera and oil color. Tempera is water-based, oil color, oil of course.
Are you proud of this painting?
No.
No.
Why?
Why aren't you proud of it?
It's nothing to write home about. It's okay, but it's.
My grandfather's work was exhibited at this museum, and now I'm here. That would have been so awesome to see, just all the people looking.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. He has decided that for his next art exhibit, he's going to burn all the paintings.
I would like to take all these 1,000 paintings. You will choose one Jew, and we will burn them then together. So you will have to pay for it. We will put it in one pile, and we will burn the Jews. Does it sound familiar from somewhere? Achtung!
Are you fucking kidding me?
This hurts everybody in your family because those paintings are your dedushka and that's it.
What about an artist that paints under another artist?
I think it's really a tragedy for an artist himself that he is castrated in this way to do other people's work and not his own.
He told me not to talk about it.
Oz was using my father, and it was painful that I couldn't really talk to him about it.
You have too much Oz in your head, and it's not good, it's not right.
No, 1,215 in 11 months.
It's impossible to do this kind of huge work alone.
Her truth, your truth, his truth, my truth may very well not be compliant with each other.
Nobody had this original ideas like ours.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice.
I cry every time I think about him.
It's not enough
to make pictures.
Oz stole my father's name.
It's not enough to make everything. You gotta sell it.
He stole his name.
How did you get the idea to make a film about Oz for Canada? What is the relation?
Это, ну, понимаешь, ни к чему хорошему не приведет.
Did you meet him?
No, I did not meet Oz. What he said he was gonna do is he was gonna set up the exhibition in a way that the audience can like pay $50 to burn like Bob Dylan, for example.
Oh my god, oh my god, no!
I don't want to dilute the worth of myself, you know, concerning all these art pieces. I'd rather leave for my daughter a fair number of works that she will be able to relate to, and she will have it as a security for her life. For the rest of it, I don't see any reason to keep it. So I will choose certain works to be staying here with us, to be eternalized, and the rest of it will be burned. Wow, to be a lot to burn, huh? Isn't it nice? This will make quite a big fire. Well, this fire should be a grand thing for the people to see and to watch. How a Jew is burning.
It's such a fragile situation because they're there in his studio.
I am here. You don't like me? Good, so come and prove it to me how good you are. Thank you.
God, this guy's such a smug face, though. Oh my God. I know that voice. I know that voice. There she is. It's my mommy.
Только раз холодный зимний вечер.
Только раз бывает нижней встреча. Только раз. Fucking. This is in Israel. They're all so happy and together. I missed out on that. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of this was about me just figuring out who I am and where I'm from, and I think that's what sort of brought this on, that my grandfather's not here anymore. And we're not able to get together in the way that they did. And I missed the time. I didn't spend any time with my grandfather. These unfinished paintings of Oz's are just sitting there in the same room. And there's a blatant struggle that they're just getting through together. And they're able to do that by just being together. That's amazing. Oz, I gotta tell you something. I know you.
Is this how you're gonna, like, you're actually gonna be, like, very, like, angry and stern?
Angry and stern? Should I not be? If I'm trying to be masculine, that's 50% of my energy is gone. Because I'm trying to be a man. I was taught that I wasn't supposed to cry. I don't really give a fuck anymore. The question is, do I want to confront him and why? I'm not gonna come in there and say, you're wrong, you're a fraud. I'm gonna go in there and say,
But how am I gonna, how would you? You have to reason with him.
I know,
Okay,
just
you
listen.
have to find something that.
Like
If
this.
my dad was alive, how would he feel about Oz burning his painting?
why would he document this
Exactly.
if he didn't want it to be documented? Oz told him, don't document it. And this is the smoking gun. This proves that my grandfather wanted this to come to light.
We're hurting people. People hurting
I
us.
told you that I was afraid of him and that you can't go meet him.
It's going on and on.
We can talk and talk for hours, but you can't predict what's gonna happen.
I've been on quite a long journey to be here with you today. And I don't just mean that crazy long flight from Canada. That's stupid. I think that's stupid. I'll omit that.
He sold them to Oz.
created-
Hold on a second, Oleg. Every time I start thinking about my dad, I have tears.
I've been waiting to be justified, and suddenly I'm justified, and suddenly I have a reason
That's
to
it.
go out and actually meet this guy.
Can we not wait?
And now, wait for what? Wait till he dies?
Yeah.
The paintings are gonna be gone. I feel so bad for him. He helped us. In some twisted way, he helped us. He cannot burn those paintings. They exist. Let them exist. Paintings are history. And that's the bottom line.
I don't know what's the cost of this truth. I don't know.
It's not gonna change anything.
I think this story will be entertaining us for a long time.
Like, what the fuck?
But you keep going back and forth between, like, pitying Dedushka and then pitying Oz. Does that make him so bad?
Fuck.
Everybody lies. This is life.
You and your art have made a major impact on my life and on my family's life. I don't know, I don't know.
You're so nervous just even saying it to me.
Yeah.
Look how much that you're fidgeting.
Sorry. Yeah. When I started, I wanted to make things right. I wanted to find the paintings. I wanted to put Oz to shame. I wanted to bring justice to my grandfather's name. It was so simple. It was so simple. And now things have changed. I need to get to those paintings. I don't know how long they're gonna exist for, so I'd like to document them now. And hopefully I can go in unnoticed and Oz doesn't recognize me, because I don't know what's gonna happen if he does. I mean, he could just kick me out, and then I'll never see them again. set you free, right? Right? My heart is like in my mouth. It's like beating so hard.
Hello, hello. Welcome. So here I'm painting, arranging it on the walls in order to choose out for a kaleidoscope painting. And then I'm choosing the right composition, the right painting that fits, the frame together. Then I'm going to paint on it, write on it, whatever have you. Burning of paintings could be a part of it, you know. It's also a nice way, like I talked before, about killing your past. But if in your past there are enough things that you can learn for the future, burning the things are a bit useless, you know, a bit useless. Does not it say that in the future I will not burn some, for sure?
So you're not doing it?
No, no, this will not be done.
What's the difference between blacking out the paintings and burning them? You're still destroying them, aren't you?
Not really.
No?
It's still some certain aesthetics, some visuals still there. It could be done also through partially burning or even full burning, and then you will have to document, you know, the leftovers or the whole procedure and whole process. Yes, it could be something similar, but in this case I'm not using fire, I'm using my inner fire. I'm using the brush and the paint.
How many of these have you done like that?
No, quite some films. There are already 48. I'm about 64, and then I will just sit, enjoy. We all try so hard through the fashion world, through history, through art, you know, to get bizarre scenes, to make ourselves very interesting. From transgenderism to piercing your body, to tattoo your body, to wear funny hats. I'm the painter, I'm the one who's supposed to know better. So that's how you're creating the crazy, crazy world of Ozalmon. Try and go for my neck. You may get some surprises.
Well, I'd like to take photos of everything. May I?
Feel free, shoot.
Do you mind if I touch
No,
something?
just dig. Yeah, here you can, you know, don't touch those because some are wet,
Some
and
are
this
wet.
you can
These are
slowly pick your things, put it aside.
Okay.
Then bring it back. I'm going for my coffee there.
These are his brush strokes. That's pretty cool. I feel closer to him right now than I've ever felt before. I feel like this is why I'm doing this. It's for these paintings. I've been talking about these paintings my entire life. And now I'm right in front of them. And They're so amazing.
Why you need to photograph each and every? Are you nuts?
Listen, the amount of work that was put into painting these paintings, the least I can do is give each and every single one of them my undivided attention for a couple seconds, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, okay, I mean, fair enough with me, but you know.
This guy has been my boogeyman my entire life, and now I'm in his house.
It's sort of like a breath of relief to finally be here, to see you here, because you've just been so anxious and upset for years. So to actually be here, it's like, I'm really proud to see you here, but I'm so scared. But I don't know how you're gonna break it to him.
How are you gonna break it to him?
You're Roman? Your first name is Roman?
I am Roman. Yeah.
From Toronto?
From Toronto.
I think I know Roman. I think somebody who was a kid is Roman in Israel.
Oh, yeah?
Now he's in Toronto, yeah. And must be already your age, I don't know. Maybe it's you, maybe I just don't. What's your mother's name?
Asya.
Asya. And your father's name is, don't tell me, Oleg.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Asya was Dvorkin?
Yeah. Doesn't surprise you?
A bit, yes, but...
Yeah. They don't agree with me wanting to meet you.
Why? Because of all the... what I did wrong?
I think it's wrong.
What? Your grandfather was my assistant, but he was not the only one.
Yeah.
And we developed a good friendship, you know.
The only story that I knew was that there was a man out there with paintings that my grandfather had created. That's all that I knew.
No, this is a wrong way to approach it. Your grandfather did not create, your grandfather assisted in, because in the beginning, because of the difference, the languages, you know, we all got it wrong.
Yeah.
Although the agreement was clear.
When my grandfather died, I was 16, and I really, really wanted to connect with him. I lost all of that, you know? And I was scared to come in here.
Yeah.
But now I understand that you're just a person.
I'm fully established artist. I don't need anybody. I can paint bravely and greatly so when it's needed to be. Then people who jumped on board. Nothing of monstrosity. This is a business deal. You get me? Part of the business is to keep cool and to shove it aside. But, you know, it's a bit of your responsibility to keep discretion because that's the way how it goes. Okay? Do we understand each other?
Yeah. miss him.
Okay, Roman, I would like to see you soon to have a coffee with Billy. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Before you do that, wait. Before, just
no, fuck you.
Hey, wait for 1 second.
No, absolutely.
I know you can take it.
I would like to sit with Roman for a coffee. All the rest I would ask him to leave.
You have no idea how bad I feel. I feel like I feel so terrible. I've been living with this.
No, I think he's at Oz's house now.
And how long has he been there?
I think a couple hours. See, that's not good.
Look, one of the things that definitely does depend on Vladimir, say months, and this was one of my little kicks,
Right.
And I repeated it. I'm telling you, Vladimir, would you like your name beside my name?
Yeah.
And this he said, I don't give a fuck. You won't like trees.
Right.
It was years, just years of disability.
Are you okay, dude? Oh my gosh.
It was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I just had
What did he say?
so much. He's family. I lost a family member and then I gained another one.
Is he gonna let you film again or let him see you tomorrow?
Yeah. He reassured me. He said, I'm not hiding anything.
Well, he still wasn't being very honest. He wouldn't admit that your grandfather painted them, though. He always kept saying assistant. Dishka even said in the video, he's like, I paint these, and then Oz comes and takes them away. You know what? You have the videos from Dedushka.
I have the videos.
The videos are there. Your grandfather admitted on the videos that he paints them and he comes to pick them up.
Okay, obviously, in that, like I said, man, in that fucking moment, it's fight or flight.
We're all empathetic
Yeah.
on it. We all understand.
Totally.
And it's like, I want you to ask him the difficult questions.
And I will, but it just happened. We're gonna meet again. We're gonna talk about this, but he needs a bit of time to marinate in it.
But you were the one who set us on this path to go find him and confront him.
It just so quickly became a celebration. You know, a celebration of my family. And I just wanted to bask in that a little bit. It felt good. Oz was telling me real stories today about my grandfather. About how happy he was and how he really, really loved me. This entire time I was looking for my grandfather. I thought I'd find him in the paintings. And in actuality, I found a huge piece of him in Oz. So, yeah. We were just sort of like circling each other, trying to outdo each other with niceness, and
Right.
just trying to put out the fire, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
that's what it felt like.
But you didn't feel like that when you first got back this morning or this afternoon.
Because I was so fucking happy that nothing bad happened. But I have proof that my grandfather painted those paintings, and in the moment, I said jack shit. What do I want out of this?
I don't know, but you gotta figure it out. Look at me. Look at me.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh. You're gonna get through this, okay? Right?
This is really hard for me. It's difficult to stay on a linear, objective path. It's not a fucking linear story. I did ask him what my grandfather's involvement was. And he said that he was his assistant. That was it. And that my grandfather started some paintings, Oz finished some, Oz started some, then my grandfather finished some. And listen, I'm not gonna sit him down and torture him.
But you know the truth.
I know the truth, but does it matter that he tells it to me? I just don't know if I can get the truth from him, so. I just miss my grandpa. This is the last time I'm seeing the paintings. This is it. Let's fucking take the paintings and go. No. That's bad. Is it though? There are now 160 presumed or confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Canada. Trudeau is now in self-isolation at home because of his wife.
I'm not scared about us getting sick, but I'm just scared that we're not going to be able to go home.
I still believe that he's going to get in contact with me. I just hope he does it soon because it's scary. Why isn't he contacting me? I just wanted to get some more time with him and some more time with the paintings. Like, I can't see those anymore. I didn't get through them all. These are just things to him. It has nothing to do with history or no emotional importance at all. This is a part of me, and it's just something that he bought. I'm not out here to change that, you know? Why am I out here? What the fuck am I doing? But I'm just so... Like, this makes me so fucking mad.
I tried.
Yeah. That's it. You tried, and that's all you could have done. You talked to him, you confronted, you talked to him.
What do you gotta say like that?
That's the truth. You didn't confront him.
Okay.
And that's all you can do. Right?
I guess so.
He's not going to burn the paintings?
No, he's not gonna burn the paintings.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my God.
Not because of me, but because he doesn't feel it's right anymore. But he has defaced some of the paintings.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't think that there's any possible way that I can recover the paintings.
I was so afraid that he's going to kind of make you upset and will just not talk to you.
I've never been more scared in my life.
So what's next, do you think? You're just waiting to hear from Oz and then...
Just waiting to hear from Oz.
He hasn't messaged you in days.
I gotta give him a couple of days, right?
I want to go home. I don't want to stay here because of this coronavirus. It's going to close the borders. I don't want to be stuck in Serbia because you're waiting for Oz.
Okay. I just want to give Oz the opportunity to tell the story from his perspective.
If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. You don't owe anything to him. You gave him that opportunity, he didn't take it, and that's it.
He told me that I would get to talk to him.
So, I'm gonna do it for him. I'm gonna write him a message. Привет, Oz. You said that you would speak with me and I still want that to happen. Please let me know what time works for you. Government of Poland to suspend air traffic from March 15th until March 28th.
Wait, can I sit for a second?
It's like right at the top of the page here.
Can you click the read more?
I did. This is coronavirus travel. What's our flight number?
Hold on, I have it. V9FI6U.
This is on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Monday the 16th?
Yeah.
Status
Canceled.
canceled. It's canceled.
Oh my.
Oh, shit.
I don't want to be stuck here. It's fine, it's fine.
Listen, we're gonna have to obviously fly.
Because we don't have to go to Poland, that's Poland.
Yeah, that's just Poland. So, okay, so we have a layover in Poland. That now we just have to find a straight flight from.
That doesn't exist.
Well, not from Belgrade, but we can go.
Can we go to the airport tonight? Like, I would rather wait there. No, make it, why are you making it the 16th? Just make it like tonight.
Sorry.
Two people. I've been
I'm
so
sorry.
easygoing this whole time. I'm about to not be.
I know, my sweetheart.
What did you do? Oh my God, we're not gonna go home.
Shh, relax. Yeah, looks like I can't get a flight. How could they just suddenly do that?
It's not suddenly. We've known for days that this was going to happen, but we're like, oh no, we gotta wait because Oz might message us. Because God forbid we leave and Oz doesn't message us.
I thought it's just a flu. This is real. I just haven't been thinking about this at all because all I was thinking about was Oz the entire fucking time.
No, I don't give a fuck about Oz.
I know. It doesn't matter.
Can you plug this in?
Hi, thanks for calling Priceline. Oh. I see you have a hotel reservation for March 15th, 2020. Is this the trip that you're calling about?
Yeah, Air Canada has some flights.
I don't care if it costs $5,000 a ticket. I am going home. Like, we've just been sitting here for days.
Just hoping that he would talk to me.
Just hoping that he would contact you.
I'm so dumb. Anyway, lesson learned. Oz, I don't care that you had a secret with my grandfather and my family, because that's their business. That doesn't matter anymore.
This is my choice to let you know that this is no longer a secret. My grandfather painted those paintings. I gave you an opportunity to speak your mind, and it's your choice not to. I'm gonna tell his story. I'm gonna tell his story, and Oz is a part of that story. I'm just gonna tell it like I know it. Because my grandfather deserves that. And Oz is not gonna stand in the way of that. So just know that the truth is coming out. And I'm never gonna feel bad about this again.
Should an artist not do something if they think it's going to hurt somebody?
No, they should. Artist should do what he feels that is necessary for him to produce. If it hurts somebody, bad luck.